Welcome to Raising the Bar Sports Picks, where we have today's best value picks, and while we're at it, we have an ice cold beverage. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, like, subscribe, and share this show. Today's Monday, March 2nd, 2020. We are less than a week from daylight savings time. So winter is almost behind us, and where we're from, we really didn't get much winter, so I'm glad for that, because I hate snow. I hate driving in it. I hate everything about snow, shoveling it. The only time I like snow is if it just really just snows us in and we get to enjoy it. But what we've had the last couple years, horrible, right? So welcome, and this week I'm hoping and expecting for us to have a great week. Today's beer is Old Bay Summer Ale. Yes, I said Old Bay Summer Ale. It reads, our most piloted beer to date is brewed with the rugged spirit of the Chesapeake Bay watermen. Born in the heart of crab country, Dead Rise started as a ghost, I don't know what that means, highlighting the bold spiciness of Maryland's most beloved culinary staple, Old Bay seasoning. So this is Old Bay Summer Ale, right? And it's called Dead Rise. 5.6% alcohol by volume, and is by Flying Dog. So, my beer that tastes like Old Bay. We're coming up on springtime, so let's see. Doesn't smell like Old Bay. Smells like beer. In the description will be their email. Also a time tag. If you want to skip this, go right to the page where it has our picks. Okay. Boom. Salud. I don't know if I taste Old Bay. I don't taste the Old Bay. Maybe a hint. Maybe if I was hammered. I don't know. So let's go on to our picks. Our first pick for tonight, we're going to Howard, where they face Maryland Eastern Shore. Howard right now is favored by 2.5. That game is slated for 7:30 p.m. Against the spread, Maryland Eastern Shore 14-13-1, and Howard 11-15. Straight up against the number 5-24 for Maryland Eastern Shore. And Howard is even worse by 2-27. So here it is at the end of the year, and it's bottom of the barrel teams. Okay, can't win for losing. We're looking at this game simply because Howard is at home, and they're going to want to end the season on a high note. Maryland would like to end it on a high note also, but they're a home team, and we're going to lean toward the home team with this. So we're looking at Howard laying the 2.5, and that's the first pick for tonight. Our second pick, we're going to look at Weber State laying the 6.5 against Idaho State. Idaho State is 11-11-2 against the spread. Weber State 10-15. Straight up, Idaho is 6-20. And Weber State is 11-17. The home record for Weber State is 8-5, and Idaho cannot play on the road. They are 2-11. Now, I said the same thing last week, and it was my 5-unit lock, and I was let down. So take it for what you will, but Idaho cannot play on the road. Idaho is 1-4 against the spread in his last 5 games and 2-5 against the spread in his last 7 games versus Weber State. Senior night tonight in Weber. So that means those guys in Weber is not just the end of the year, but it is senior night. And those good basketball players that they do have, this is their last show in front of their fans, in front of their family. So with this pick, we are going to take the better team, which is Weber State, and we're going to lay the 6.5. It's a lot of points, but this is a feel-good pick here. Weber State laying the 6.5. Not a lot of games for NCAA. So let's go on over to the NBA. Houston Rockets are taking on the New York Knicks at 7 o'clock, 7:05 p.m. in New York. Houston Rockets right now are favored by 8.5. They are laying 8.5. Straight up, Houston Rockets obviously are 39-20. They're the better team. New York Knicks 18-42. Against the spread, Houston Rockets are 31-28, where the New York Knicks are 30-28-2. So right around 500 with the covering the spreads. Houston Rockets are coming alive right now. They just beat the Celtics in a really good game, and they're on a high. The Rockets they tend to go on runs, and right now, with them winning that game against the Celtics, which is it was a hard-fought game. They have that small ball thing going. I actually did not like the fact that they got rid of the big guys and went small ball because I didn't believe in it, but they're making it work. So with that being said, the Houston Rockets are going to go on a run. They always do. And Westbrook and Harden, they're balling right now. So we're going to take Houston Rockets 8.5, laying the 8.5. And that's our third pick for tonight. Our next pick. The Memphis Grizzlies versus Atlanta Hawks, laying 2.5. Against the spread, Memphis Grizzlies 31-28-1. Atlanta Hawks 29-32-1. Straight up, Memphis Grizzlies 29-31, where the Atlanta Hawks are 19-43. These two teams actually compare with each other, but the Memphis Grizzlies do edge them out with talent. I like where both these teams are headed in the future. Not this year, but in the coming years, they are building everything the right way. So Memphis Grizzlies right now with Ja and their big pieces that they have, they are really coming together. So are Atlanta Hawks when they work with Trae Young and those pieces they have there. That being said, Memphis Grizzlies at this point of their season and where they are at, they are the better team. And they are getting 2.5. So right with this, I want to take those 2.5 and I want to pick Memphis Grizzlies, but I want them to come out the gates hot. So I can see them coming out the gates hot, and we're going to take them money line with the first half. I think they're going to go back and forth, but I feel like Memphis will come out the gates hot. Especially coming off that win against the Lakers. I feel like Ja is going to be on a high, and he's been playing. He's going to win Rookie of the Year. He's going to be winning Rookie of the Year. Although I did hear rumors that they want to make exceptions for Zion Williamson, which would be unfair. Because Zion has not played enough games to win the Rookie of the Year. I think it's a total of 50 games they need to play. And Zion is definitely not going to play 50 games. So anyway, that pick is Memphis Grizzlies money line for the first half of that game. Now, this is a final pick of the night. for this show, and I'm going to play with the underdog of the day. That being said, we're going to look at the Milwaukee Bucks game where they are winning and they're favored by 5 versus the Miami Heat. They are at Miami, and we all know that Miami has a really good home record. We also know that coming out of the All-Star break, Miami has been one of the worst teams in the NBA. They have not covered and they have not won. They've been horrible. Whatever happened on that during the All-Star break, they need to come back from. Milwaukee Bucks are playing on an outstanding level, although they struggled last night against Charlotte. That being said, Miami is still a good team, and they do play hard at home. So I do see them covering that spread, and that's our pick for tonight, is that the fact that they're going to cover that 5 points. They may not win tonight, but I believe they're going to make it a lot tighter than what Milwaukee would like it to be. I'm looking for Milwaukee to be a little tired right now, going to Miami and playing against the Heat. And I feel like the Heat are going to be playing at their highest level against the best team in the NBA. So our pick tonight will be Miami Heat plus the 5. So that's our show, and those are our picks. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the show. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and until next time, thanks for coming by the bar.